Hey, welcome to Honest Dialogues. Today's question: how do I get into the industry? Industry meaning entertainment advertising. Oh, I've been getting this question for so long, so I decided to make those no BS videos, right? Let's start with the preparation. How do I prepare to be a poster maker? What kind of skills do I have to make this happen? Let's start with thinking. You have to know how to tell the story or learn how to tell the story through images, literally, through static images, the best. Later on, you may go into the trailers and such, but start with the simple images. What do they say? How can I manipulate those images? How can I tweak them to tell a little bit more, be a little bit more intense, have a little bit more humor? So think about it this way. Storytelling first, some sort of psychology, psychiatry, and you name it, that goes into it, because you will talk about facial expressions, you will think about colors, composition. So there is cinematography aspect of it. So think about it all. This is part of the knowledge that you have to be a successful storyteller, and in this case, poster maker, right? So preparation, mind, thinking, reading, all this. Second, technical skills. So Photoshop. This is industry that is Photoshop heavy. Uh, don't even think about using your iPad and iPhone for for posters. It's none of that. No. Photoshop, right? And don't think about this that you have to be a master to getting into this industry. You will learn Photoshop again in a way. You will learn from amazing artists how to use this tool in the most efficient way. You will learn how to do tricks. You will learn how to do techniques. So don't think about it that you have to go with a mastery, right? It's like, oh, I know everything, and you most likely won't. So Photoshop, Illustrator, a little bit. There's no Corel Draw. There's no other vector tools as popular as Illustrator. It's not Illustrator heavy. You may use it like maybe once a week or once a month. In my case, maybe once a year if you're lucky, right? But what I would highly recommend is use of 3D software. Maxon Cinema, Maya, ZBrush. In this case, you can create assets on your own. This can be your thing in a way. Like it became mine in a way. Other tools, sketching, drawing, yes, it's helpful, but mostly in these days, you're starting with the photography. So don't worry about sketching the whole scene or drawing, crazy collages. You'll start with the photography. So Photoshop first there, right? So don't feel discouraged if you don't know how to draw a perfect human figure. It's best if you know the proportions and all of this, right? How the light works, how the shadows work. So that's very helpful. So do a preparation of that. So we have thinking, we have tools, and research. Research will be very important. So what I can say is, at least in the States, look up the website if you didn't get a chance to do this yet. It's called impawards.com. Internet Movie Poster Awards. It has almost nothing to do with awards, but whatever. Look there. There is under tab of designers. You have listed all the agencies and few designers that do posters. Look at them. See how they think of this form. Look how they tell the stories, what kind of techniques they're using, and try to mimic them sometimes. If you're preparing yourself for this career, try to mimic somebody else, because what you'll be asked in the future is to mimic different styles or create multiple styles, right? Each brand, if you look at it this way from this perspective, is different. So if you're coming into this industry with the significant style of your own illustration or I don't know, technique or typography, you will be asked to drop this style in a way. So this is very significant part. So if you think that you can continue your style, your brand throughout the years, this is not the case. We can't advertise every single movie with the same style, right? If you think about it. So prepare for something like this. This job is very challenging. It's rewarding as well, but it's very challenging. You work in very diverse group of people. You have no managers, so the best if you know the idea behind the calendar and watch, because it's deadline oriented. So Friday means Friday, noon means noon, not 3 p.m. Right? So think about it this way as well too. You'll be on your own in a way. You'll meet maybe on Monday or something for a creative briefing, and on Wednesday or Friday you have to deliver posters. So on your own with no managers. So I never had a manager in my life in entertainment industry. Think about it this way. So okay, so you do research by going to IMP Awards. You find agencies that you like, and you email them. And then what you email them is your website, your PDF, your bunch of JPEGs or something like this. But you have to prepare posters. If you speak to poster maker, prepare posters. So if you don't have any and you're thinking about this career as your future career, you have to have a posters. Why? Because you have to show the way you think. Like with the UX designers, UI designers, with poster designers, it's very important to show how you think. Technique is a secondary, right? You can do a poster with a bunch of sticks or, I don't know, sausages or something else. But you have to show the thinking. How do you convey the story of the whole film, for example? So what I would highly recommend is to create a website or a sub-site so nobody will be confused that this is not what you're doing, and experiment on the form. Do maybe 10, 20 posters before you will send it to any agencies from the IMP list. And pick different genres. Pick comedy, pick horror, pick drama, pick sci-fi, pick romantic comedy maybe that is different than a regular comedy, right? And try to make a poster for it. Try to tell the story with something else. I assume you won't have access to the photography, but think of something else. What else is out there? If you do 3D already, use 3D. Create an object that is humorous and somehow tells the story of the film, right? At the same time, practice title treatment design, where you can do your own typography. So then when the poster maker is looking at it, it sees how you're seeing the light, how you're seeing the story, how you think of cinematography, how you think of a character, what your take on facial expression is, for example, and how you create the tension, for example, between characters, right? So create your portfolio that can be shareable, because this is how it happens. You send it to the agency, somebody sees it there, and will be, oh my God, Jerry is great, or Jessica is amazing, woo! Let me send you the link. This is how it happens. Nobody goes there with the books printed and visits, especially now in the COVID times, right? So this part. Then, how is the industry? I loved working there. I've met amazing people. I've met such a talent, such a humble talent that it is not even crazy. What people can do within minutes, how they can create worlds is amazing, and you'll be stunned if you get into this industry. There is a trap that once you're in industry, you won't be able to leave the industry. So think about it as well. It's not that easy, because if you don't design any UI or any websites, nobody will look at you then. So think about it too. So during your career in the poster making, try to do other jobs as well. This don't create this hole in there, unless you want to be you're fully sure that this is what you want to do, right? The industry is fun. Industry is very demanding, I have to say. So it may be both, maybe good and bad. Demanding as good is that you evolve, you learn, right? You meet challenges and you overcome them, and you get this great feeling that, okay, I was challenged, I overcome that, I know the solution right now, so I'm prepared for the next one, right? Look at it from this perspective. It's highly demanding because you have to produce a lot. It's not one poster a week, it's tens of posters a week. Every day you'll be asked to create few, at least, posters. So think about it this way. As I mentioned, you will learn Photoshop again at the agency, right? Demanding, the other side is that it wears off your stamina a little bit. So prepare to have a lot of late nights and stuff like this. there is this idea, I don't know where it comes from, that you will be hanging out with the stars and all the influencers and actors and stuff. No, it's not gonna happen until you are senior creative director or something like this. So don't think that you will go into this industry to hang out with the stars. You may see them sometimes at the photo shoot, but there is no way that you will hang out. There is no way you will go to red carpet. No, this is not gonna happen. No red carpets there. Maybe photo shoot if you're quiet enough, right? What else is there? It's fun. It's diverse. My best friends are from 20 years ago when we started to do brainstorms, and this is what you have to sort of think about it too. Idea is never on your own. There's always a group of people thinking about stuff, right? The deeper the brainstorm, the better the ideas. The shallower the brainstorm, the worst idea come then, or the less amount of time, right? So people that you're arguing with, necessarily, this is literally brainstorm, you're arguing with other people, you're exchanging ideas and thoughts and defending ideas. These will become your best friends, actually. So, okay, last thing, I promise this to be short and no BS. Prepare to deal with the creative directors that will impose ideas on you. So it's no longer, it's not often your idea, but somebody else's idea, right? You're executing this idea. So prepare to work with the three different types of creativity. One, it's a silent one that truly thinks about what it has to be done, right? These are, I think, in my opinion, the best creative directors. So I wish you luck with those kind of directors. Then you have different creative directors that are not creative. They just literally can browse through IMP awards, through posters, and think of posters that been done before and ask you to replicate this. Not good. Third kind of creative is that whatever you do first, second, or third, it's not good. Only the fifth or sixth or seventh idea is the good one, right? So prepare for people like this. Now you have time to prepare. So I warned you. I told you how to prepare your stuff. Don't be shy. Create posters. And you're essentially a storyteller. Think about it this way. I'm telling the story in one frame, which is way harder than in the trailers, than any motion that is created out there. This is one frame, this is one image that will be on the top of the pyramid where the hundreds of people were creating the film, right? If not thousands of people created the film. And you're creating this top piece that will represent their job. So think about it seriously, think about it thoroughly, consult, talk with others, and do your best to tell the story in the most original way. Okay, so I hope this helps. We'll do this every Wednesday. Send me your questions. If you have any comments, do it there. If I mumble, let me know. I hope I didn't, but yeah, I keep looking here and there. Anyways, okay, bye.